Looks like everything's okay. Well, hello there, wonderful people. Been a crazy week or so since I was last on here. Okay, not that crazy. Like I've been banging my head against the keyboard. A few days ago, I thought I had everything solved. It's still not working right. Let's go into it, shall we? As soon as I get this hotkey set up for well, throw that on there. I'm actually gonna redo all my hotkeys because I use them in the game. I may have some weird jumping around between scenes today because I just didn't change all my hotkeys. Okay, I think we're ready to start. So here goes. Here goes. Where have we been? Where did we get to? Is that the button? Is that the button? That's not the button. There's the button. Okay. So, when you've we'll buy some fuel. We got plenty of money here because something's not working right. This may not work well with live streaming on this computer. I haven't tried it. Okay. So turn on our debug. Dive in some circles until these things start to appear. I should make it go the other way where it starts at the other end and counts down, but okay. Now I'm only showing every 16th frame because everything jumbles on top of each other, but this shows the idea. When you turn, the outside radius gets further apart. When your boom is really long, you don't have overlap. So I was like, if I just take my previous position, so that would be like here, current position here. Now these are actually 16 frames apart, so there's 16, but there's gaps in there, right? If I take my previous position, my current position, and I just draw this here, and then at the current position, and then I connect all the points, well, that should do it, right? I mean, it won't be perfect, but it'll be close enough, in theory. The thing is, it's not that easy because you need a polygon without internal vertices and lines and things. So we have to deal with, when we rotate from this way to that way, or really fast, that they cross in the middle. And you'll see it. It happened right there. It should happen. Yeah, there was a little weird corner. So see here, it's starting to get wide. Anyway, that's part one of the problem. Now let's switch over to part two of the problem. I multi-threaded it. So this is the problem making troubleshooting difficult. I'm sending the collision polygon back just so I can visualize it here, but I can't really visualize what's going on. And logging a million numbers, like if I were open debug right now, you'd see shy of a million numbers. These, there we go. Let's go ahead and do it for you. There we go. I'm logging all kinds of stuff right now. I got turned on, but oh, it's just impossible to get to the bottom of it. Not impossible, but I have pages of drawings and notes and graphs and well, not quite to reams yet, but getting a pretty good stack here. So, what we're going to do tonight is take the actual code that does the polygon work. We're going to take that section of the code out, put it in its own little project, so it's not multi-threaded or anything, and I can put in a polygon, program it into it so I know exactly, I have all the things I want, right? Here's the shape, here's this shape, here's this position, or here's a shape, here's the position 1, here's a position 2. And run it through, get out, hopefully not even hopefully, we're gonna get I think it's what outputs like a tree of steps. So step 1, and then I do step 2, step 3, step 4, so I can see visually how it got to where it got to, and maybe then I can figure out where the problem is. It kind of sort of works, but it kind of sort of doesn't always pick the right thing. So I just need to get all that information for like one pass through. I say, okay, here's basically I need to test. I need a better testing setup. I can't test it well in the current configuration, so that's what we're gonna do. Testing time. All right, so back over here. Well, that's the wrong button. Let's try that button. There we go. Let's see. You are seeing that, so let's put this over here where you can see it. And should we make it bigger? Is that good or bad? I think that's good. Okay. So first we're gonna have let's go to the project. I'm gonna open this, and we're gonna copy. Oh, there's not a copy there. All right, that's okay. We'll save as file. Save as. Okay, so this is gonna just forget about the whole Unity component system. Just gonna have this. I'm gonna copy our collision worker thread into it. Of course, that's not gonna work. That's okay though. Script. Oh, that's not. There we go. Closing script. tag. There we go. Let me make a quick edit here to how my other screen is laid out. I know nobody's commented yet or anything, but it'd be nice if I could see if you do. All right, so now that's a script. Now we don't need, we're gonna have to do away with these imports. That's okay. I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah, we don't need that script tag at all. No imports. Not using the quad tree. Just gonna copy our vector code, all of it in. We don't use much vector code, but we'll just put all that in here. We'll throw it at the top, I guess. And what else do we have on the imports? Oh, we gotta get rid of these exports or it'll complain. I believe we just have from engine pulling transform component. We'll grab that. I think that's it. That's it until I try to do something else. And all right, we don't need to extend component on this because don't. Okay. Oh, why have you extended that stuff? It's running a worker thread. It's not even relevant. Okay, I believe we've got everything going. This has been a crazy nightmare. Among other things, maps and sets and things. JavaScript doesn't have a data structure that like looks up by value, and so if you're comparing points, you can't just throw them in a set and say, oh, this will. No, because they're different points. Because they're different address in memory. So that was annoying. So I had to make custom map and set classes, and I didn't kill those, extend those, did I? Those need to still be extended. Yeah, that's still good. Okay, it wasn't that big a deal, but just every time you want to compare them, 2 points, you got to compare the x and the y. And if you want to compare 3 points, oh my word, you got to compare the x and the y for all 3 points, and it. Anyway, I've had a day and a half. Had a week. I'm very yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some draw functions. Yeah, we're gonna add a draw function that draws the thing at a certain offset for this, and I'm just gonna steal it right out of here. Basically already got it written. Basically, I mean, I'm gonna have to modify it, but it's not like it's a complicated thing anyway. And worker. Where's my draw function? There it is. Okay. I mean, you're just drawing a polygon, right? Not a big deal. So down here in our chain, we're going to add a draw function. We'll add it at the end. It's easy to get rid of later, or I'll just leave it and have a draw function and never use it. You know, it's good to send extra data back and forth across the internet. It aids in the smooth operation, sending that extra information, like this live stream that nobody's watching. Okay, doing my part. Keep the internet operating smoothly or something. I don't think we put that where we wanted it. Yeah, we did. Just not properly indented. Okay. We're going to pass it a context and transform, and then we're going to draw our thing, transform to the location, color. I think there will be multiple colors going on. It's going to be a whole thing. So I want to draw all the points first. Just circles. Yes, I don't have that. Okay, so we're going to draw, actually we're going to draw the points last. We're going to draw the edges of each Alright, so we have a list of edges that are connections. So you have a point and then the connections. So color for point, connections the same color. Okay? I'm going to draw that at like a width of 2 pixels. 3 pixels. Then we'll draw each point gets its own color. Boom. Alright. Let's randomize that. Nah, it can't be random or it'll, unless I store which color goes to which point, and that's not happening. Too much overhead. So we'll go through each point will get a color, and then the edges will get a color. And if we never refresh or redraw the screen, I can draw this and then move down and draw this and then move down and draw this, right? So I just draw the steps. And then when I run out of room, draw the steps again. Boom, we're there. As long as there aren't too many steps. Yeah. Okay. Visualization, because doing it numerically is a pain. All right. So first, I'm gonna draw each. I want that on. I'm gonna draw that last, and draw it narrow, and then I can draw the different grids basically in a different color, each in their own color underneath. I was gonna do it the other way, so you have like a wide grid of dots and edges. We can do that. Wide grid of dots and edges. Big dot, white edges, and then little grid of yeah. Wide grid of dots and edges, and then little grid of the different chains of edges. And the way we do it basically is we sort all our points top to bottom and left to right, but top to bottom is all that really matters. Sort all our points left to right, or top to bottom. We start at the top, we work our way down. For each point, we check whether it's the left or right. Well, for each point, yeah, we check whether it's the left or the right of the line going to the other points connected to our current ends of our polygon. And then if it is the most extreme point to its side, so if this is the left side, if it's the most extreme point to the left, then we add it to the polygon. And now it becomes the end, and we have this one, so then we, if this point is on this side, and we're going to check where it is, and so on and so forth. Anyway, so yeah, let's make some art. Art, I say. Art, I say. I are to do this, I say. It also does some other things, like it's got some optimizations. Like if you don't move, it just spits you out basically the original. Like its start and point are the same. It just doesn't bother trying to draw the polygon twice. Just okay, I'm going to translate it to the location and spit it out at the location. Anyway. Oh, I don't want to work on this. I want it to be done. I don't want to work on it. Streaming would help me motivate me, but I still don't want to work on it. Yay! It's okay. It's alright. We got this. Totally got this. Okay. So CTX dot draw. Oh, circles are a pain. What if I draw like an X or a... You just gotta do an arc and start, stop. It's just a pain. Yeah, we'll do circles. Why not? It's not that big a deal. I'll pull one out of graphics. Camera, render, composite. Sprite, scaled sprite, animated sprite, tiled sprite, square, circle. Yeah, see, you gotta have like blah 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 blah. Okay. We already have context and transform. Actually, let's draw circle. Okay, so let's draw the circle at the transform. Okay, we're just going to change transform though to be 0. You have no this. That makes it easy. Get rid of that dot. Radius. Do I want multiple radii? I don't think so. I think I only want to draw a circle at one radius. For now. If I need it more, here's what I'll do. We are going to a comma color, comma radius equals 2. And I'll probably just change what radius is set to. Okay. Now I can use that function to draw circles. And I'm going to name it draw point. And we're going to say, you know, we're not going to worry about the color. We'll set the color outside the function call. So I'm going to set the color, I'm going to draw all the points and edges, and then we'll set the color to a new color for new point and edges. So we're just going to draw a filled circle at the specified position. It's a specified radius. Good. Draw edge is just going to say GTX, so we need to transform. So we're going to need start, end, and path, move to line 2, close path, stroke. Take out the for loop. I know this is probably silly. No, this is not silly. It's going to make it so much easier to use. Hold on 1 second. Oh, there it comes. Okay. Is that where we were? That's where we were. Okay. All right, so we've made the thing do stuff. Let's make more things do more stuff, I guess. Okay. So we can draw points, we can draw edges. Okay, that's the main thing, right? Right. This is drawing lines width, CTX line width. Okay, so we have a radius of 2, that gives us a slightly bigger point, and then a width of 2 or 3 on the line, so points are just a little bit bigger than the lines. I'm actually going to go to 3 on there too. Okay. That might be overkill. We'll see in a minute. or 15 to 20 minutes. All right. So for now that I know that, I'm just gonna leave everything else that was in here except for the translate, stroke style, translate, rotate, scale. Okay, so inside here for that's not what we call it, is it? Okay, just for my reference. Okay. Yeah, we'll call it what it is. For we'll use the X and Y positions of the point to determine the color. That way it stays the same. Not the translated X and Y positions, the X and Y positions. That was easy enough. We gotta get our color. RGB, and we'll use the red and green. Yeah, why not? Red and green. Red and blue. Yes, it's RG. RB? GB. RB. We'll do red and blue. It's a nice gradient. Through magenta. And we'll stick G at a nice 120. Okay, so we'll go red up in this corner. Well, red is this way and blue is this way. And green is just red plus blue, red minus blue. I'd have to worry about it going negative if I do something like that. No green, red and blue. Okay. So we draw the vertex. And then we're going to say for connect get point. Okay. And the values, I think that's what I need. Sorry. So it's a map. Got the thing out from the map, and then that's a set. I need the values from the set. Yeah, and then I need to put that all in here. So it's properly, it should be iterable without that. Now it's definitely iterable though. Shouldn't actually need that bit, but eh. Should actually be able to iterate through the values. You can just iterate through the values. I don't need any of that. I can just do this. I don't even need to say values. Yeah, because we get the set back, and you can iterate through a set using of. So we're good with this right here. I was overcomplicating it. I've been doing too much banging my head against walls. Doesn't work anymore. My brain's fried. Okay. Draw an edge from point vertex to connection. Okay, so that should draw all the nodes colored at a specific color and all their connections colored the same color. I think they're spread out enough. We should have a decent amount of variation to tell which connections go with which node. Okay. Most of the time, you can have some times where things get real tight, but I can kind of control that on this, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so we've drawn all those. Okay. The chain may not know all about the vertexes, the connections in it, so that's okay. There's actually a different data structure outside stores like the whole thing. You'll have to have the modify this draw function for that. I do want to, so we'll draw for that first, and then we'll draw this on top of it. Because yeah, you got a data structure that says these are all the connections in the map. Hmm. Okay, so this will draw each of the chains. This is actually drawing the chains, not the other stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna stick a thing in here, comma, green. So I set at 120. Okay, so now you can customize. You want to call draw on a chain from outside. You say chain.draw. Here's your context. Here's your color, or here's your location where I want you to draw it, and here's your color. And then it will all be drawn with that green value and then the red blue values, so you can tell which connections go to which node. So it'll kind of be like a purple, magenta, whatever chain, however it goes. It'll have its own unique green value, so we'll know. Yeah, we'll know. Okay. That's done. I'm actually gonna take these out of here, put them outside because they can be generically used for anybody. And then we just have to take the this is off of that. Point, draw edge. Okay, we can draw a chain, and the other one doesn't really have a, so we'll just make a function for it. Draw, this would be for draw a, you can draw a map. Because I want to be able to draw all the points and all their connections. Basically, the exact same thing we just did. But we're going to do it with a thing we're going to pass in. So we'll pass in a points. I think I need a list of points. No, I don't need a list of points. I can. Let's scroll up and look at it. Sweet polygon. We have edges, which are the same structure. I mean, it's literally a value map of sets. It's the same structure. That's not the same structure. Never mind. Yeah, so we'll have to modify it slightly. That's fine. CTX, a transform. Where are you going to draw it? What do you want to draw? So we're going to draw a map. It's basically just a map that can store multiple values under each key. Yeah. Okay. So for dot keys, then we draw the vertex. And then for the points, we're going to go through connection of dot get point. I think that's right. This is a lot of code to be doing without any troubleshooting. Okay, so that should draw any map of points. It should draw it out. Nodes and all their connections. Looks like we didn't copy enough of those when maybe we did too many. Yeah, we did too many. Okay. All right. We can draw points, we can draw edges, we can draw maps. That's what I want to do. I want to go through the vertexes of the, hold on. Okay. You really want to draw the lines of the actual lines, not just the node graph, or the connections graph. We actually want to draw the polygon part, the line, not of this map, but of our other thing. So we come back here and after we've drawn the point and the line, set our color to set all the Try that. We'll see how it looks. Maybe we'll not do it. Okay, so that'd make them all a gray line on top of the other lines. It's different gray for each one based on the value we put in. Okay, and now we just need to draw that line. For that, I actually need to save the previous vertex. Or we'll just make another for loop where we go through the vertices. So we're going to say ctx dot in path move to okay. Mine too. Okay. Yeah, draw a line. Then when we're done, and close the path and stroke. Have a stroke. Please don't. Whoops. Gotta do the fill too. Alright, and line width here's gonna equal 1. Okay, so now that draws what I want. The other one does what I want. I need a function that will draw just the dots on a graph so we can visualize the whole process. I want to be able to visualize the whole process. So draw points, and this will just take an array of points and context. And we'll go ahead and let you put in a color, which will equal white, orange, purple. Gray. Always a winner. No. I'm gonna throw a radius on there too, because you know. I'll make it smaller so the ones that are down to nodes you'll tell. Besides, they'll be colored. Radius equals to, okay. What did I just do? Nothing. Okay. I might even do it with the color. I can set the color outside of where I draw the point. Well, we're drawing the whole map, so yeah, this is a function to draw a map, so we can say draw the map. If I want to set it a certain color, I can just throw that in there. Hold on. Okay. All right. Draw everything out. Pretty colors. Jill just keeps waking up. Not sleeping well. All right. We're back. What are you doing up? Okay. You in the party?